What up, pimps? I'm going to Tempe. Don't shake your head at me. I'm going to Tempe. I bought a trailer. I'll show you that later. I'm going to Tempe. I sold that CRX. It's been like 2 days. So by the time you see this video, it was probably like 2.5 months ago when I sold that thing. As far behind I am. But we're going to Tempe to pick up a hatchback, an SI. You'll see when we get there, or probably not, because the sun's going down. So I'll probably show you tomorrow. I'll show you guys the trailer and I'll show you what we get. I'm hoping that the seats aren't all fucked off, but we'll see. So here it is, 138,000 miles on it. I guess someone backed into him or he ran into somebody, so it's pretty dick right here. But I have this filler piece. It looks like he replaced his bumpers like brand new. And then we can probably smash this out a little bit. And then I think I have tails or a quarter light somewhere and another headlight to make it out, because it's like it's real smashed in. But I think we can fix this pretty easy. It is a salvage title, unfortunately. I'm gonna get off this trailer. This is the one I picked up for 500 bucks from a guy at work. So you just pull that pin and the whole thing tilts. You'll see. I've never driven one off this, but we'll see what's up in a minute. Overall, it's not bad. I mean, it bottomed out a little bit, so I have to like notch out the bottom of the trailer, but everything else looks fine. I mean, this is not like the best trailer in the world. It is only a single axle, and you probably shouldn't haul cars on it, but the guy I got it from an old man that would just take anything on this thing. So, and we're talking like a 57 Chevy Bel Air he had, and he would tow that bitch with this. I've seen photos. Yeah, like 200 miles at a time. It looks homemade, but what are you gonna do? It has a title. I just want to I want to paint it, make it look a little nicer and not so shitty, and then maybe like cover the deck right there. But let's get onto that hatch. When it cools down, I'll pull that bumper off and we'll look at the damage. So I'm just letting it idle right now because I think the fans aren't kicking on. That's why it's running hot. So I'm just gonna let it idle for a little bit and watch the thermostat or the temp gauge. This headlight's pretty dicked, but hopefully I'll be able to fix it. And then the corner light, like I said, is pretty dicked. It looks like if I can just like beat this out with a hammer, because I think there's a bracket behind there that bolts to the fender if I'm not mistaken, and I have another EF hatch that I'll barbecue actually has this piece and that bracket. So looks like somebody made this out of something, but I'll show you guys around real quick. It was originally red, but he when he was 17, he rear-ended somebody and had it repainted. I don't care for the steering wheel. The fan should have kicked on by now, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty mint, except for this. He had seat covers on this the whole time he had it. For the last 17 years the guy had this car, but it's still like in really good shape, even though like, yeah, the seat's a little ripped up, but it's not that bad. The SI back seats are pretty clean. I don't know why they don't sit in there flush like the Arizona heat got to them or some shit. So it has the glove box. Looks like it got water in it, but it has the manual. Too bad this one's dicked, but that sucks. Tabs are broken on the glove box like normal. Got a free jack stand, so that's cool. No spare, but it has the toolkit and the jack, so that's cool. And then the actual little cargo cover, which these things get lost and they're so hard to find. In fact, I'm surprised this one still actually has it. I mean, this is broke, but other than that, just the fact that no one's taken it out and left it in their garage and then sold the car. So that's cool. You'll never see those no more. Real clean except for the tint. Even came with these badass fucking locks. What are they, steering wheel locks? Whatever they are. But man, it's gonna be hard to sell this one. I mean, for $550, it only has like 138,000 miles on it. Temp gauge is a little higher than it was. See if the fans are on. And they're not on. So hopefully that's all it is the fans. It looks like somebody messed with it, but let me see if I can wire these up. So that's the switch for the sunroof or moonroof. I don't know the difference, but I was fucking with it and I'd seen that switch. I was like, oh shit, it opens. Like, I've never had an SI. I didn't even know those open. Like, I know on the CRX they'd open, but I thought this one just had like the glass and it just stayed there in place, but it doesn't. So then I got it to move, as you can see, and it like moved back like 6 inches, and then I tried to make it go forward. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't go back forward, so I was like, oh, maybe it needs to go all the way back and then go forward. Yeah, it's stuck. But so I've been reading online, and I guess it's this screw right here. You can manually make it move, so I'm gonna see if I can make it close. I thought I read it correctly online, but all I could get was this nut to come out, and I couldn't get it to go back in, so that fucking sucked. And this glass, I don't know, I think it's like 100 degrees today. This glass is like fucking boiling hot, so I had to like put my palm on it and then just keep like pushing it forward like that. It fucking sucked, but it's closed all the way. I'm just gonna disconnect that switch so that way whoever buys it from me won't make the same mistake I did, and I'll just tell them it doesn't work and not to plug it in. But this is a little dicked, but man, I don't want to sell this fucking car. I really don't want to sell it. Fuck, man, I get these fat ass deals and then I'm like, oh, I should keep it. But then I want to keep my wagon. But I've always wanted this. I've always wanted a fucking moonroof, sunroof, whatever you want to call it. That's why I cut a hole in my CRX, because I've always wanted one of these. Just like, fuck. I don't want to sell my wagon again, because you guys saw what happened the last fucking 2 times. Just got dicked off, but fuck, I don't want to sell this car.